Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Jess if you're new here, and in today's video I want to share with you 5 things that I use every single day that I feel it really benefits my skin, but it's not skincare. They're like little additions, little tools, little things that I use that you really come to use over and over again in 2018. And so this is kind of like skincare awards where they're my favorite things, but they all are winners. They all get their first prize place because they're the only thing that I've used in their category. So I know that they've been really beneficial for me in my skincare routine, and I hope that they'll be beneficial for you. So let's get into it. For the first 2 products that I want to talk about, it's all about removing my makeup. And I do use usually a balm or a oil cleanser or something to help remove my makeup, but I'm talking about the actual products that I use or the devices that I use besides the actual product. It's a little bit confusing. You'll see what I mean in a second. So for the first one I have this little jar here that is full of Shiseido cotton pads on my bathroom countertop. I don't really need to go into a lot of detail about these cottons because they're talked a lot about on YouTube, but the hype is real. I really like them. If you happen to have $10 to spend on really nice soft cotton pads that aren't going to crumple or, just kind of disintegrate as you're rubbing. They're very soft, so they won't scratch your eye and scratch your face when you're taking off your makeup. That's why I really like using these ones in particular. I have used quite a few, even like organic ones, but I found that these just are really nice to use. It's like frustration free. There's no reason to get frustrated while you're taking off your makeup. Like, it's not worth it to me to buy something that's a little bit cheaper that I get frustrated with. So I really like my Shiseido cotton pads. And the second thing that I really love using is a microfiber washcloth or a body cloth or face cloth. This is actually a Norwex makeup remover cloth. I actually am a Norwex distributor, so I will leave the link down below. That's not why I made this video. It's not sponsored by Norwex. I'm not trying to make lots of money. I'm just letting you know things that I really use all the time that really works for me. So this in particular is a really soft microfiber. What it does is it really removes the first cleansing balm. It really removes it nicely, kind of soaks it into this. And honestly, this is made to where you don't even need a cleanser. You just get this wet. And if you're not wearing like heavy makeup, you really can just wash your whole face just with water, because of the way microfiber works is it draws everything into itself, even bacteria, and it's really just sucking everything in and you're clean. But I like to go in with a face cleanser, any face cleanser, and then a wet microfiber cloth and wipe, kind of rinse off with this. And it helps my skin to not have any residue left behind, and sometimes I don't even need to go in with a second cleanse. So if you're familiar with the 2-step cleansing process, usually you go in with like an oil or a balm that breaks down your makeup, and then you wash that off, and then you go in with a second cleanse, which is more of a water-based cleanser, a cleanser that you would just kind of think of as a normal face wash. And then you kind of use that to get all of the oiliness and all the makeup off of your face. Well, there are many days, I'll be honest, that I don't go in with a second cleanse, because using this really does take off that oiliness and all the residue, and it takes off all the makeup. This is a brand new one. My other ones do have some mascara marks and stuff on it. I wash them, they're really clean, but they do look used and abused, but it's because they take off makeup so well and suck it into themselves. They suck it in really well, and so I don't have to many nights go in with a second cleanser unless I'm just feeling like I'm in a pampering mood, or these are in the wash or something. So definitely love. You can get other microfiber cloths. A lot of times they are not as smooth, but what I like about the smooth one is that it's good for mature skin. It's good for just, I would say, even young skin that you don't want to be really tugged on or rough with. This is not how I like to get my exfoliation with my washcloth. I like to use other type of exfoliation, and so I like how soft this is, and it just glides over my face and it doesn't make me red and irritated looking afterwards. So a lot of times too in the morning, I'll just use a wet microfiber cloth in the morning time, and that's what cleans my face too. Now you may be asking, why don't you just use that then to remove your eye makeup? I just find that I like how much the soakedness, how much the Shiseido holds in to where it really drenches my orbital sockets and gets out all the eye makeup. Now moving on to Drunk Elephant d-bronzi. This is actually a really funny fact. My review on this when it first came out in June is my most watched video, and I kind of am happy about that because this is my most used skincare product. In 2018, when I got this in June, I didn't get this one. I got another one that I used up. And this was something that I didn't realize I just would use every single day. I have found many other ways besides the ways in my first video of how to use it. So I am planning on making another video of, just other ways that I use d-bronzi, other steps in my skincare routine, how to mix it with other BB creams and all the things that I do with this. But in essence, what this is a tinted, very highly concentrated serum that you can add to sunscreens, serums, oils, foundations, anything like that. You add one little pump to it, at least for my fair skin, and then it tints it to kind of this bronzy shade. Like I have it on right now, and it's not too dark. You can make it darker. So I did like this when I was using it in the summertime and I was self-tanning from my neck down. This helped to kind of even everything out, and I really do use this almost every single day. I know there are other tinting formulas or products out there. I've tried a lot of them. One of the main reasons why I just love going back to this d-bronzi is because it's not makeup. It's not something that's actually could possibly be harming my skin. I'm very much into not wearing makeup most days, and so a lot of times I will just wear this as well, and I like knowing that this is actually adding like peptides and goodness to my skin rather than a makeup-y, chemically scented thing that I'm mixing with a serum that may not be actually good soaking into my skin. So I really enjoy d-bronzi. I use it every single day. Like I said, I'm really not exaggerating when I say that I use it unless I'm sick or I'm not really going out, but I loved it. It lasted me 6 months. The one that I just replaced lasted me 6 months, so even though it is a little bit more expensive, I really think that it lasts, obviously a long time when I'm using it every single day. All right, now moving on to sleeping. Something that I started using in 2018 was a silk or a faux silk pillowcase, and I actually picked this one up from Marshall's for like $5. But this is just a really, really like thin, slippery type of silk pillowcase that I love. I love sleeping on this. So a couple of reasons why I love sleeping on silk. One, it just feels really nice and luxurious. It also keeps a nice cooler, regulated, helps with like body heat and helps you not be sweaty. I have a sweaty head. And it also really helps the skincare to not be absorbed into cotton fibers because it's not made of the same type of absorbent cotton. And it also is really good for wrinkles. From 2017 on backward, I would wake up and I would have wrinkles, those sleep lines on your face. And they don't sometimes go away for a little while, depending on how hard you were sleeping and how wrinkly your face got. I've never woken up with sleep lines on my face from this, and I think that is really great because when you're sleeping and you get those sleep lines, those do cause, wrinkling of your skin temporarily, but also long term. Not necessarily, you're not gonna like have that crater on your face from just sleeping one night, but just think of like your skin is getting folded and crinkled throughout the years, and so over time it's just going to kind of break down break that down the more that it gets those deep wrinkles for hours and hours and hours. So I love this. Like I said, I think mine was only $5. I it washes really well. I do want to try the more higher end ones, but honestly for $5, I'm looking on the lookout for another one at Marshall's whenever I go back. But it is gold. It's not like my favorite. Obviously you can tell like my theme in my bedroom, it doesn't really go well, but whatever, it's a pillowcase, right? So absolutely love it. My skincare stays on longer at night, and also I don't wake up with wrinkly, crinkly face, so it's really cool. And the last thing I want to talk about is actually right there, if you can see it. That is my humidifier. And I used to grow up thinking that humidifiers were only to be used when you're sick. Like I grew up with bronchitis and asthma, and so I would have you know a humidifier on when I was sick to help with my cough and my breathing. But what I've found is in this past year I started using a humidifier all year round to help bring just humidity into my bedroom, and it really does help with the state of my skin. It also helps with my voice, I've noticed, but it helps with my skin because there's moisture in the air. The air is no longer pulling the moisture out of my skin, but it's just at least helping to stabilize. It still is quite dry here, and with our forced heat that's coming in with winter, I do like to put on the humidifier even higher in these cooler months, but even in the summertime I keep the humidifier on because it really does help with keeping my skin hydrated and just not dehydrated. So humidifier, it's a really great investment. Mine isn't anything fancy. I think it's just, I don't even know. I think I got it again at Marshall's, but it's a cool air humidifier, by the way. The cool air one is really nice because there's no filters needed. It's really easy maintenance. You just clean it and you fill it up with cold water in your sink before you go to bed. So I really enjoy it, and I found that it really does help my skin. There's been a couple times where I've been lazy and I don't fill it up at night, and I really can tell in the morning my face is feeling a little bit tighter. I highly recommend investing in that if you struggle with dry skin. So yeah, those are the 5 things that I found in 2018 that I used every single day that really made a difference with my skin. The d-bronzi, I know I didn't have to use the d-bronzi every day, but I found that I liked it because it just helped bring a little bit of glow. It kind of evened out my skin tone and just brought a little bit more confidence with when I didn't wear a lot of foundation, which is most days. So that's why I included it in this video, because it's kind of a product of its own, and it gets its own award. I would love if you shared what your favorite products are, favorite things that you use every single day, or things that make things a little bit more fun or a little bit easier. I would love to know that, and I'm sure everybody else would watching this video, so please leave those in the comments below. So with all that said, I hope that you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.